Hi, my name is Frederick Hamburger. I manage the notebook category for HP in the Americas. So what I'm here to show you today is really our new HP NV13, which is a brand new product that we're coming out with Win 7. It's also the introduction of our new HP NV brand, which is our premium sub-brand that we're going to be launching with this product as well as with HP NV15. Really, in our mind, when we look at the premium buyer in general, if it's in this case when we're going to talk about the HP NV13, it's very much about driving a premium experience, optimized on what do they prefer to see. And traditionally, most of those type of users have had to been satisfied with sort of, sacrificing a lot of the performance and not having that sort of optimal experience that they have back at their desk or with a bigger notebook. So what we've done with this product was build something that not only hits on their need for portability, great battery life, but also delivering on just what's end-to-end a premium experience. Definitely for this class of product, which is something that you carry around with you all the time, the design becomes a very important piece of it. So what we've done with the NV series of products is we've done an all-metal chassis. We've optimized it in such a way that we combine the material usage in the product between both aluminum and magnesium. We take the touch points and make them in aluminum, and then we mold the base in magnesium. This gives you a much more efficient manufacturing model that uses way less energy than doing an all aluminum. It also makes the product lighter. What we also did was adding some interesting etching, a nice subtle etch pattern onto the base that gives it a little bit of that sort of second, third read when you get up to the product and you go like, wow, this is interesting. It's not like brushed metal, it has some of that feel, but it has much more of an interesting application to it. It has a flush glass panel. It's the clearest thing that you can have when you cover up and protect the LCD. If you continue to look at the design on some of the inside aspects of it, we've removed all the additional buttons on the unit, but we changed the default for the function key. So instead of doing what you normally do today, if you want brightness up and down, you have to press 2 buttons. With these, you just press these functions direct, and we have that functionality with it. Same type of thinking went into the touchpad. So you have one sleek piece, but you still kept right and left click, as well as up in the corner, you can turn the touchpad on off. So again, keeping that core functionality with the product. We've also been very successful in driving up the battery life on this unit by having between 5.5 to 7 hours, depending on which CPU you want internally in it, for the primary battery. But the other thing that we also did was we decided that that's not going to be enough for everybody. So we added a battery slice that just very cleanly snaps onto the unit and just lifts it up slightly. And with this added on, you can get all the way up to 18 hours of battery life. So we have the HP Radiance panel with this unit. What that is a panel that's twice as bright as what you normally see even on some of the high-end notebooks today. Not only do you get a much brighter, more vivid panel, you also get the colors become much more rich, much more vivid, and much closer to what you expect them to be, like when you pop in your SD card from a digital camera. You'll see them come much more alive on this unit. So the unit actually comes with ATI's 4330 dedicated graphics controller. It also comes, like I mentioned before, with an option of 2 different CPUs, depending on how much power versus battery life you want to have on the unit. Has up to 5 gigs of system memory. Also can come with either regular spinning hard drives or SSD drives, depending on the level of performance you have with it. People are getting more and more passionate around digital editing and creating and tweaking and mixing and those type of aspects. And that's true for both. You look at if it's music, we control the audio via very small speaker boxes rather than just putting a speaker driver and letting it randomly reflect and vibrate inside of the unit. We also have audio output that is optimized. So what we've done there is we worked together with our friends at Interscope on really driving a music setting and standard and a quality that more sounds the way that people want to listen to music rather than what was traditionally more of a flat PC audio type of technology. So this, in our mind, really demonstrates the ability of what we've been able to sort of improve upon, really build further on what we started off with the Voodoo NV133, taking into a broader development model and taking it worldwide. So you've seen sort of the outside, the great exterior design of the unit. You've also seen how it compares, how we optimized, how we thought about the user through the process. But we also didn't stop at that point in time. We also made sure that, all the parts that come along with the unit. You know, how do you make sure that you get all those aspects right? So some of the things that we did was we designed the AC adapter to be smaller than a regular one. We designed it with a rubber band around it so that it doesn't slide off your desk. We also have this band enable you to do cord management, so keep your cords in tight control. We also, when we did the external optical drive, so you get an external optical drive available either with Blu-ray or a DVD CDRW. What we did with it was, you know, very nice, clean design matching the unit, but we also added some small touches to it. Most people say, if you give me more stuff, help me control the clutter on my desk. So what we did was, we added a small little USB hub on the back of it. So you can plug in your desktop and your keyboard right into this, so when you get back to your desk, you only have one connector and you're back up and running. And we're also, you know, following the same design language, you know, very clean and consistent, USB to RJ45. For the retail configurations that we're going to offer, we're going to have all these pieces included, so you don't have to walk out with a pyramid of boxes. The slice battery will be available in some configurations, and will be, of course, available online. We'll have this available in a lot of retail outlets because we really want to have people have the ability to come and look and feel and touch the product. But you can also go online to hp.com/go/envy and learn more about the product, as well as go and buy it online from HP. We definitely, you know, driven that, sort of taken a much broader step as mobility becomes a much bigger piece of the marketplace, of really driving a differentiated experience for the premium buyer, really showing, you know, giving them a product that they feel cool about carrying around, at the same time delivering on that substance. It's delivering the complete package that's important to these type of customers.